bill relief program for the Miracle System works and how you can get paid $100 to $1,725 per month per person, 1,000 levels deep. Okay. All right. So this is specifically the compensation plan. First thing you need to know is there are 17 banks. Each bank you must go in order. So housing bank is $100 per month, taxes is $100, car expenses $100. All of these are $100 except for holidays is $25, hence $17.25, and retirement is $200. Okay. So what that means is basically that there are 17 banks. If you come in with all 17 banks, that means that you own all the banks. You can come in with one bank, two banks, three banks, four banks, five banks, or et cetera, et cetera. If you came in with three banks, that would be $300 plus a $10 admin fee per month. Okay. If you came in with two, that would be $200 and so forth and so forth. Okay. The reason you want to have banks is because, okay, you basically need at least 14 banks to go to the top of the list. If you come in with 17 banks, you automatically go to the top of the list. So let me explain on a whiteboard. First off, you'll always see a person at the top of the list, okay? Let's name this person Joe, all right? This person is who everybody in this line pays. This is Joe's profit center. When you come in, you will pay whoever is at the top of the list, and you will go on the list. So it starts with you. Say, for example, you were the first person, right? Now you bring in one person. This can be from the rotator. This can be from Joe. This can be for someone above you. It does not matter. Now, we place one under the other. If you started off with one bank, all right, and your person came in under you, you will now have two banks because every time a person falls underneath someone, everyone above them upgrades, okay? So now we have another person. Now, this person now has one bank because they paid $100, for example. This person has two banks, okay, because we add the bottom person's bank to everyone above to help everyone get to Profit Center 2. Okay, so this person has two banks and this person now has three. We now bring another person. These are people who are coming in from the system, is coming in from people above you, or it's coming in from Joe or you. Now you have four banks. This person has three, this person has two, this person has one. Now let's say somebody came in this line and they came in with 17 banks. This will boost everybody in the line to 17 banks, okay? In order to get to the top of the list, which as you can see, Joe is making a lot of money here because everybody in this line is paying him 1,000 levels deep. It doesn't matter if it's 1,000 people in this line, they pay Joe. Wouldn't you want to be at the top of this list? Okay, right? The only way to get to the top of this list is you have to give at least one person to Joe's pay line, and you have to have at least 14 banks. As I showed you, that those people can come from people you brought in, or people from the system, or people from Joe. It does not matter. But remember, all these people following you helps you get more banks. The more banks you start off with, the faster you will get to the 14 bank criteria. Now, let's say you brought in this person. You have fulfilled your one person requirement, and you now have at least 14 banks, which you have 17 because somebody came in with 17 and boosted everybody up, which this happens a lot. A lot of people come in at 17 banks. Now let's go to line 2. Now you were in this line, meaning you pay Joe forever. And everybody in this line paid Joe forever. Think of it as kind of like jail for you, but mansion for Joe. Okay, everyone wants to get out of jail, and the rotator and the system will help you get out of jail, which is Joe's pay line. Now you'll still be paying Joe forever, but now you start your own where you at the top of the list. Now the next person who comes in, this is a separate profit center from Joe. This is your profit center. The next person that comes in pays you, all right? And that person is instructed to bring in at least one person, right? They pay you, and the same thing that happened for Joe happens for you, 1,000 levels deep. Okay, this can be 1,000 levels deep. So this is why people love this program, because they're getting their bills paid, right, and helping other people get their bills paid, right? So this can go on one getting one getting one. It goes on forever and it never stops because everybody is trying to get out of jail. So they're going to try to do whatever they need to do to get out of your line. Whether this person needs to bring in 3 people, 1 person, it doesn't matter. They are trying to get to at least 14 banks and put 1 person in. Now, if you start at all 17 banks, you skip all of this and you just go to the top of the list straight away. You don't have to give up anybody, okay? And the person who referred you will sometimes put a couple of people or so under you, depending on who you join, right, to start you up. So you can potentially not bring in anybody when you come in at 17 banks and continue to get paid forever, all right? $100 per month to $1,700 per month per person forever if you come in at 17 banks or if you make your way over to Profit Center 2. Okay, usually when you come in, you will see a list, okay, of people, right? And your name will be on the list and you will be able to see who's above you and the new people coming up. You'll be able to see how many banks you have at all time. You'll be able to see where you are in the rotator. You will be able to see how many people are being put under you daily, and we will help you with that. But that is the compensation plan all in one. You're getting paid $110 to $1,725 per person, and that is when you go to Profit Center 2. So you have to either come in with 17 banks or you have to go into the rotator and wait for your turn to go to the top of the list. It's very simple once you get it. And most people learn as they go, but just think about it. There's nowhere else you can get $100 to $1,725 per month per person, 1,000 levels deep. That is so powerful, guys. And you can really become very, very wealthy with this program. There are no income guarantees, but I can just say this. There are people in their first month earning over $20,000 and people in their second month earning over $50,000. I'll just put it like that. Now, get back with the person who showed you this and get with the system, guys. Have a great day. Bye.
So as a quick reminder, what we covered in the last part was the 1970s change, or the world change actually, from socialism to capitalism. And the reason that's so important is because the world changed and shifted to a 401k or pension plan.